So I guess they got revived then, it seems. Care to explain? Or were our bonds of friendship that strong that revived everyone that got knocked out?
This can't be. How could I be defeated? How am I the one to disappear?
Are you perhaps blind or what? Did you not see what was summoned? Well, at least they make it a little bit, more believable. And, a god defeating a god, essentially. But the fact that a high schooler could summon such a god makes absolutely no sense, but whatever.
Instead of the endless struggle, wouldn't it be easier to wrap oneself in lies and live in blissful ignorance?
Interruption at such a time? Funny thing is, my dad was just like, "Want to go to town now? You can go pick up your glasses, 'cause I actually need glasses." Well, all this freaking staring at screens, editing, and speeding up games did more damage on my eyes than I thought. It's kind of funny, really. I'll be going to get my glasses today, and the protagonist casts his away, just like, can I lend those? Just like, oh well, whatever. Back to the scene.
Isn't that true peace for humans?
How many times do we have to tell you? The hell with that shit!
Stop assuming you know us!
Very well. Then try and live your way. Power enough to erase my existence. You have already exceeded what I thought humanity to be capable of. You have lifted the fog in this world, as well as the fog in your own. And whether that will lead to happiness or not, rests upon your shoulders. Children of man, well done.
No comment between Izanagi and Izanami then?
Alright, we did it!
Thank goodness. It's really over now. Yep, this time it's all over. It seems this is more like a beginning for us, though.
Well, now we've got no regrets for tomorrow.
Friends that you can believe in and the many people you have come to understand. A strong heart bound to others trying to ascertain the truth. A firm belief in grasping the truth with your own hands, without being misled or deceived. The power of these things has brought judgment down on what deceived mankind, opening the door to a new tomorrow. Then everybody becomes bored the next day, just like once he left. He's like, oh, it's so boring without him now. Let's go fight some shadows. Just like, what are you doing back here? I wonder if when she meant by the fog, would that mean that, like, the shadows that attack and all that in that world would no longer be there, or maybe not be hostile at all? I don't know, honestly.
You have driven back a godly being and brought about a new world. This will be the last time we summon you here.
Soon, the fog will lift, and our destination will be visible. We will be arriving shortly.
I wonder where.
This journey was a fruitful one, worthy of marking a turning point in your destiny. Many a time along the way did the fog of lies prevent you from moving forth. Yet in every instance, you overcame the temptation of easy exits and false terminals. In forging bonds with those precious to you, you move closer to the truth, one step at a time. and my heart danced with delight to see you succeed. I am most honored to have borne witness to such a wondrous journey.
Our destination is close at hand now.
Well then, we have finally come to your journey's true end. Our contract has been fulfilled. My own duties end here as well. You were truly a remarkable guest.
Why, thank you. You say that to all the protagonists, so don't you, Igor?
Now, go forth and see with your own eyes. See the world you have won, the bright, magnificent future.
Then it pisses down with rain. Oh, magnificent, Igor. It's just like living in the UK. So that's the new world, Japan is officially becoming like the UK weather-wise? Well, that's pretty shitty. Doom.
All gone. Wow.
It's nice.
Wait,
Feels kind of nostalgic.
is this the world in the TV, isn't it?
This place, this scenery.
Ooh.
A long, long time ago, everywhere in this world used to look like this.
Ooh. So it was a much nicer looking place. And Teddy's only just remembering.
So this is the world inside people's hearts.
Peaceful, tranquil.
It feels nice. Yeah.
No. I gotta stop ruining the mood like that. The town's fog and the fog from the other world have all been cleared. The human heart has the strength to shine through the clouds of lies and uncertainty. You and your friends were able to prove that fact, and that will remain true until the end of time. Will it now? Then they have a spin-off where it ends up being completely different. Like, oh man, we're going through this yet again. I don't know. I haven't played any of the spin-offs, honestly.
Yo. Well, this is it.
Teary eyes. This has been a long LP, and it's finally...
You really are leaving, huh? It hasn't really hit me yet.
Neither me, honestly.
You're senpai from tomorrow on.
Until probably a couple of months from now, and then you'll return and just be like, hey, Atlas have given us another spin-off. Let's hang out.
Hey, quit crying. It's way too soon for that. Sheesh. This stuff's kind of contagious, you know? We gotta put on a good face for Senpai.
Big bro? I don't want you to go away.
Nanako, didn't you promise that you wouldn't cry?
Oh, come on. Why would she not cry in a situation like this?
Building a case against Adachi is going pretty smoothly. After all, he's made a full confession to his crimes. There haven't been any more incidents since then. Inaba's finally back to its normal, peaceful self. And Nanako's better now too. I couldn't ask for anything more. Thanks for everything. To me, you're just as much a part of this family as Nadeko. I'm really glad you came to stay with us.
Sensei, I finally found a place for me. That's why I'm going back over there. To make sure it never goes wrong again. I'm going to protect that world from now on. I can finally be proud and say, that world is where I belong.
Man, Senpai, this town's gonna feel empty without you.
How cruel! Were you even listening?
We can see you anytime we want, you dork.
Oh, like you'll be gone long. Soon as you start craving something like ice cream, you'll be back in a flash.
Come on, my honeys. Bluffing that way isn't very cute, you know.
You're just gonna be going in and out of the TV at Junes. How's that different from what you've been doing?
So he's gonna be making love to the TV? Ow.
I can't quite decide what to do. At first, I only planned on staying here until the case was completely closed. Maybe I should stick to my original plan and take the train back with you, Senpai. Kidding, of course. I couldn't do something like that.
You'll piss everyone else off. You're like, hey, why is she... You... Ugh.
It's not as though we'll never see each other again. Feel free to call me anytime, even if there isn't a case to solve.
I don't feel like saying goodbye either. Hey, you got any plans during the long holiday in May? If you're free, come over and visit. With no mysteries to solve, we can have some real fun.
I'll make reservations now so that we can stay in my family's inn.
Ooh, I can get my revenge for that night. Our surprise sneak attack will work for sure this time.
Don't bring that up, you stupid bear!
Jimba.
Hey, what happened to going back to that world?
That has nothing to do with this. It's entirely different.
It's almost time. You better get on the train.
Ah, the yellow friends.
Come back anytime you want. We can eat ramen again.
Me and Daisuke will definitely come crash at your place someday.
If anything happens, you can always come back here. I'll be waiting for you.
Thanks for everything. Please take care.
It's going to be lonely without you. Really lonely. But we'll meet again soon, right?
Well, see ya.
Good luck over there, too.
If anything happens on your end, we'll come running.
Until we meet again, Senpai.
Senpai, I'll be waiting for you.
See ya. Take care.
I'll be looking forward to seeing you again.
Well, be careful.
I'll see you, Big Bro. Bye-bye. Thank you for everything. Stay well until we meet again someday.
You'll always be my sensei forever.
Please don't forget about us over there.
I love you, Senpai.
I'll do my best! You better not run away too, Senpai!
I'll always remember our time together.
Distance doesn't matter to us. Even if we're separated, we're still friends.
That's the way. True bonds of friendship. But I must say one thing. the animation was nice and all, but the whole eyes not blinking and no movements half the time while they're talking felt a little awkward. Much third-party content for every song. Seriously, I just know it. Happens every time. So we have another vocal track, but this is probably the only vocal track in the game that had match third-party content. It always happens on the credit songs when it comes to games. Kinda has a Mickey Mouse kind of ears going on there, now that I notice. Cutscenes. Igor has a big nose. Yes, he does. Shay. Is it like a game of who's that character? Well, it's obvious from the silhouette, really, isn't it? Even before she popped up on the screen. So, what to say? I mean, this LP has been going on for... Actually, I can't even remember when it started. I remember I'd started recording for it in, I think, October or November 2013. As I'm recording this, it's the 19th of January 2015. So, quite a bit of time has passed since then. Bit of on and off again recording, because I'd record a lot in advance and all that. So, longer on the recording, obviously, compared to uploading. Uploading-wise started quite a few months after I'd actually done the first bit of recording for it. But overall, it's been a long LP. But while there have been moments where I'm just like, I don't feel like recording this, on and off kind of thing going on here and there throughout the LP. But overall, I enjoyed LPing this game. I'm gonna miss LPing it, even though recording the last couple of parts, getting the motivation to record for it has been kind of a pain in the ass. Because I just don't find myself in the mood to do much recording nowadays. Trying to do more with my life, my time and all that, so kind of like gets kicked to the side a little bit, recording does. Yosuke Shadow. But yeah, I like this game. It's a good game, but my god, it drags on a bit, doesn't it? And as I said, I'd say my main complaint with this game is the fact that the protagonist goes down and you all go down. I mean, it kind of somewhat makes sense in this game, but it's still not cool. I mean, it's just like your teammates go full retard. It's just like, oh, we can't possibly heal him. Game over, man, game over. Boobs. Head. Do 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 do. I don't know what else to say, man. Good game, but very long, even for an RPG. I mean, Final Fantasy 8 and 9 were like 103 parts. This was longer than The Sims 2, which was like 150 parts. Although, granted, they had some parts in that was split into two kind of parts, kind of thing. Even 3, so maybe that one still has more videos compared to this one. But still, that's pretty damn long. Teddy. This is the only Persona game that I've actually played. I've actually got the golden version that actually has some extra stuff with it. But I haven't got around to playing that yet because I want to finish up this one before I actually got to playing it. It's gotta seem weird, I gotta say, and I do that. Just like, okay, I'm playing Persona 4 Golden. Essentially Persona 4 with some extra things added in. And I just be like, wait, that mean in the past 2-3 years I've played this game 4 times. I played it, I can't even remember when it was now. I think it was January 2013 that I first played it, and then I played it a second time after that, and then started recording for it, which was this playthrough, which is my third time playing through the game, like right towards the end of 2013, and it's recorded up till 2015. It all comes full circle since it was around about this time that I was still playing it for the first time 2 years ago, I think. Man, it's like marathon this game. No wonder why there were moments where it was just like, I don't feel like recording. Atlas. This is also the only Atlas game I've played so far as well. Or maybe I have played another Atlas game and just never noticed. But yeah, by the time here, 38 minutes, that disc wouldn't have been able to take that much. Well, it could have potentially have, but, oh well.
He's really gone.
It's sad that he won't be around, but
And-
we'll be okay, right, guys?
Doesn't matter how far apart we are. The bonds we made will remain strong. Everyone's heart is connected to the people they know and trust. It's those bonds that let us all search for our purpose in life. As long as it's a purpose you believe in, there will always be someone who can help you fulfill it. You, me, and everyone else. There are no barriers. Our hearts are one, right, Sensei?
Finn. Nice photo you got there. When did he take that photo? Must have been when they were like enjoying their free time to just like increase the bonds of friendship once they defeated Adachi, and then find out you're like, no, Izanami's the true culprit. So like, oh, well, that's perfect send-off. Let's go out with a bang. And so they did. But they got knocked the hell out twice in the process. Some data from the previous cycle will be carried over to the new game. If you load the file and restart, be aware that you will lose your old data if you overwrite it with the new cycle data. Essentially what that means is if we save over this, it won't be at that save point right before the final boss. It will reset the game, but you'll keep all personas that you've got in the register, and you'll keep all the skills you'd got, like, you know, courage, diligence, all that will still be maxed out because it carries that over as well. So it carries that along with persona registration. I'm not sure, there might be a few other things, but obviously the bonds of friendship don't quite carry over. You've got to rebuild those bonds on another playthrough. Because imagine that, playing through it, and they're already maxed out. Just like, this is boring. It's just like, now there's not much else to do with your time. You're just like, no bonds of friendship? No, it's just be fighting shadows every day, which would be absurd, because why would you fight them every single day? That would get pretty repetitive pretty quickly. Which one should I save over? This one or this one? This one or this one? This one, this one, this one, this one. This is the one we started out with. This is the one we end up saving as. I say we save over this one then. This is like the starting point of it all. If I ever want to like clear the game again, but choose to max out the levels a bit, and, you know, get every persona, but on the downside, I couldn't do that, actually, now that I think about it, because we didn't max out the Temperance one. Oh, well. That, and didn't get to fight Margaret, which is a shame. All because I made the wrong choice at the wrong time. That was some serious bullshit, because I was really interested to see how that battle would go, because only the protagonist gets to fight Margaret. Let's watch the trailer to finish this recording of this LP is complete. With boobs. And a big nose. And more boobs. But, yeah. Hope you enjoyed this LP. It was fun to LP. And frustrating to edit. Mostly the editing was the most pain in the ass thing about this LP. Dropkick! But yeah, let's watch the protagonists and all the other main characters kick the crap out of some shadows with their personas running back and forth. Fuck it. Couldn't find the right part that was being played. Typical, that happened last time, didn't it? Do-do-do-do-do-do. Away! I'd say Chie is one of the most badass characters in this game. Naruto's also pretty badass with that way she handled attack, but anyway. Hope you enjoyed this LP of Persona 4. And as I mentioned in the New Year update thing, I shall be going on a break for LPing on this channel. By that I mean upload-wise. I'll still be doing some recording for upcoming LPs in the background. Just click that so that it doesn't go back to the opening. So yeah, I'm not sure how long the break will be for, but it's just like kind of so I can get a decent amount of recording done whenever I feel like it, so it doesn't feel that there's much pressure to like do a recording frequently, because I've got the other channel as well, you know, which is much more relaxed, easier to record with. So I want to kind of balance it so that when uploads come back to this channel, it'll be like once every 2-day upload kind of thing. It'll be 2 LPs. So it kind of balances it out a bit. I think when I get around to it, I want to at least have one of the LPs completed by that point, because one of them's fairly short, while the other one's an RPG, so I want at least a decent amount of that recorded for in advance. So, hope you enjoyed this LP. On with the after LP talk that I'll have to make, which is always a tedious part to end of an LP, but hope you enjoyed it, this long-ass LP. That's all. Thank you for watching. That's all, folks. After LP talk, take it away, Echo. Hello and welcome to the After the LP talk. Well, this was a long roller coaster of a game, wasn't it, guys?
It fucking well was. No wonder they freaking put it on hold so many times. I mean, jeez. Played that game like 3 times in the past 2 years. My god, that freaking why?
I know, man, it's just wow. It's just such a long game. I mean, even by RPG standards, it felt like it's just like side quests were like, it just seemed pointless. The social links were good and all, but there were so many, and like the way they developed just felt really time consuming, and it's just like. Also, did you notice like how like the plot and the social links don't really seem to match at all?
What do you mean?
Well, for example, like the personality like shows and changes through the social links. The character actually grows, but in the actual plot overall, it doesn't really feel like it really changes at all. I mean, it has really no effect other than a few scenes here and there. It's just seems a little pointless in that way. I mean, it's just like bonds of friendship will save the day, but the character doesn't really seem to change much in the plot. They just
act the way they always have, really.
Well, maybe they just decided not to change. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. It just kind of felt like Yosuke, for example. He just like, his character didn't really feel like it changed at all in the plot. I mean, he was still kind of like acting like a kind of dick and winding everyone up and all that. Just like, so what's the difference there? And like, another thing that's kind of bothering is how the characters didn't really seem to learn from past mistakes.
Past mistakes, and what do you mean by that one?
Well, you remember the first time they mistook that Peeping Tom as the villain? That was just like, that was beginner's mistake. That was really obviously stupid there. Just like, it's totally not that guy, you idiots. But whatever, just like, and then it was with Kubo. I mean, fair enough on that one, but they should have picked up on the signs that it clearly wasn't him. And then after that, it was like, I think it was Namatame then. They're just making the same mistakes all over again, not really trying to look at it a bit deeper, kind of let their emotions get the better of them. It's kind of understandable, I guess. But then they like, after that it's like Adachi, just like, okay, all this, and you don't really ask him any real questions or anything. You just like assume he's the one, like there is nothing more to it. There's no puppet master or anything. Mino Shigiri shows up and you just like assume, okay, it's all over. And then Izanami comes in the picture and it's like the character's just like still acting all cocky and arrogant and just like, hey, let's just take this down and be done with it. It's like, at this point, even they're tired of this whole charade. Just like, oh, come on, really? I mean, how many boss fights have we had at this point? Come on, piss off. You know, it's just like, I don't know, it just feel like they didn't really change much in the way they acted to the villains or the villains that they fought with an actual villain. It just seems like they just would go from one to another and just like assume just like, okay, you're the real villain, just like, and then suddenly, okay, no, actually you're not the bad guy, sorry about that. Okay, you're the villain. Oh, so you're the villain, but you're not the true villain. I see. Well, we're still going to act the same way as we always have with all these villains.
Well, yeah, they did get pretty damn cocky with their personas and strength, I suppose. That's one thing that really bothered me about the characters, is how they didn't really feel like they were kind of full of themselves. Just like, realistically, they would have got their asses handed to them. But, hey, what can you do? It's an RPG. Teenagers saving the world. It happens all the time.
Yeah, well, Kontai, you've been silent this whole time. That's because you haven't given me time to say anything. Well, sorry about that, So, Kontai, what were your thoughts on all this? Well, it was, as you described, a roller coaster. I mean, it started off pretty promising, and it's just like the way it progressed was nice and all, but it felt like there were just like, the social links felt really awkward at times, because sometimes it wouldn't develop, sometimes it would just take forever, and they just felt all over the place, and combined the side quests that like the most boring side quests an RPG could possibly have, and it just felt like there could have been more to it than that, but it also felt like the plot dragged on longer than it really needed to. And then, I don't know, it felt like it was a good game, but at the same time it felt like it could have been a little shorter, yet at the same time the ending, for example, felt like there could have been a little bit more added to it. Like, maybe an interaction between Izanami and Izanagi, because it just felt like they just defeated a god, essentially, and they're not even really all that gonna acknowledge it. They're just like, it's finally over. It's like, now we can send him off like with a smile and be like, yes, we've finally accomplished it. We finally solved this mystery. It's just like, they're not really acknowledging the fact that they've just defeated the god, and it just really just kind of blows me a bit, you know? Yeah, I mean, it's just, why did they just like, it just felt tacked on, really. I mean, you just like take that away and the ending is more or less the same, with the exception of maybe a line from Teddy here and there, and the scene with Igor in the Velvet Room and all that, and the interaction with the social links where they're just like, "Get up, you son of a bitch," and the whole other world turning into a more peaceful paradise kind of place. Other than that, the ending seems more or less the same as the normal ending. It's just like them rushing, like waving goodbye while he's going on a train, just like, "The bonds of friendships know no distance, dude." And it just kind of felt like there could have been a bit more to it, at least before that scene, you know? But, well, what can you do? There are spin-offs, but never played them, but yeah. So, who knows?
Well, so is there any guests this time, Echo?
Not really. I mean, we're 7 minutes into this, and wow, it's just like, these things go on quite a while.
Wait, the protagonist, no guests, anything like that?
No, I mean, he's a silent protagonist after all.
But he has some spoken lines.
Does he?
Yeah, the choices.
Well, does that really count? I mean, that's the equivalent of Link. I mean, he has, like, choices here and there, but we never hear him speak or anything. He just kind of nods his head and facial expressions here and there, and that's it.
Well, yeah, I guess, but what about in battles when he could be like, "Persona"?
Well, I suppose, but he doesn't count, So, I am a shadow, the true self. What? Who are you? I am you. What? What's this all of a sudden, guys? Do you know what's going on?
Echo, I think that's your shadow.
Well, that doesn't even make any sense. Oh, come on. Just because it's Persona 4 doesn't mean that this could be happening. I am the true shadow, the true self.
I think you screwed up your line there, Mr. Shadow.
Shut up. Well, anyways, I am you. What makes you think that? You just look like me. You got yellow eyes. So how are you me, and why are you showing up all of a sudden? You deny this side of yourself, Echo. You fail to acknowledge that you are just a character created by Sega and given a personality by a Let's Player. What? What are you talking about? Search your feelings. You know them to be true.
What the fuck is this? A mix of Star Wars and Persona 4? This is fucking stupid.
Shut up. I'm trying to be, dramatic.
You fucking failed miserably at that, dude.
Shut up. Well, Echo, you are in denial that you are a fictional character. But I'm Echo, the motherfucking dolphin. There's no way. You tell me that I'm just a fictional character given a personality by some Let's Player? I mean, that's just preposterous. I mean, you're totally not me.
Echo, that was the stupidest mistake you could make.
Well, what's going on? I am a shadow, the true self. If you cannot acknowledge that I am you, then I will destroy you.
Fuck it, Konta. Looks like it's our time to shine.
Okay, Persona, Mr. Squash.
Fuck, that leaves me with the only other one. Oh, fuck it. Persona, Mr. Sutton.
Hi, Mr. Sutton. Doing?
Okay, attack.
You are stronger than I thought you guys would be, but no matter. There's no way you can defeat me. I am a shadow, the true...
Thought you could defeat us with that piece of shit. Face it, you're not stronger than us.
Yeah, I thought I could possibly just, like, defeat you, but I guess it's just not gonna happen if it's you guys. I should have known not to underestimate your powers with your very random existence. But let's face it, you are also the same as Echo. You are fictional characters given personality by a Let's Player.
Yeah, so what?
Yes, and what?
Yeah, I fucking know this shit, man. It's not like I fucking give a shit or anything.
Yeah, I mean,
It's a totally different personality to the original character for me, but hey, just roll with it.
Well, you actually accept that? Then what the hell's up with that? Don't you realize you're fictional characters?
Yeah, I mean, it's... so what? Just give them personality. I mean, there's not much else to it than that. I mean, it's just... why not?
This is... but...
No! Then why did Echo deny it?
I don't know, because he's still an idiot.
Hey, okay, so you're telling me I am a fictional character given a personality, and there's not much more to it than that?
Yeah, it's kind of like how Dave realized that it was just a picture on the internet of a dolphin with a caption.
But...
Just fucking accept it, Echo.
Oh, my head!
Echo, just look at it like this. We are fictional characters. Me and you, for example, are fictional characters that weren't created by Blue Skull Dragon 87, but we were given personalities that are very different to our characters. I mean, you didn't even have a personality until Blue Skull Dragon 87 gave you one. I, on the other hand, had one, but was given an entirely different one. So it's just like, in a way, we kind of represent three different sides here. I'm like the kind of neutral, kind of laid-back, more relaxed kind of character, which is really kind of odd considering my original character. You're the goofy, carefree, fun-loving side, and the evil Blackboard is the douchey, grumpy side who's just a complete asshole.
Hey, shut the fuck up.
See what I mean?
So that's what it all is? Okay then, I accept that you are me, and I am you and all that, so piss off.
Hey, that's not how they usually interact with their shadows.
Well, at least he didn't punch you in the face like Kanji would have done.
Well, I guess that's... okay, fine. You accepted me, and I guess that's all there is to it.
So, guys, that was a pretty weird experience there, guys. Hey, what's this? Oh my god, we've maxed out the full Arcana social link.
What the fuck's this nonsense?
Well, I guess we're fools, and Blue Skull Dragon 87 just wanted to insert that music just one more time.
This is fucking ridiculous. Can we just fucking end the album already?
Wow, this is just so enlightening. I mean, a fictional character created by a Let's Player. Well, actually, I was created by Sega, and I wonder how that went about. I wonder what the original personality would be if I was given the personality by the original creators.
I don't know, but considering your game, it'd be pretty fucking trippy.
Yeah, I know, I mean, like the Welcome to the Machine level is actually a Pink Floyd reference. I mean, just like all trippy and all just ambient-ish kind of look to it, and it's just like, whoa, man, you should see Tires of Time, man, that's even trippier.
I doubt it could be any trippier than the original.
No, man, dolphins flying through the air, man.
Okay, you got me on that one.
Yeah, it's, man, I think Dave would totally like that game, but...
Cool story, bro, couldn't you LP it, man?
Oh, shut up, Dave, he's not gonna fucking LP that.
Well, he might, it's just a matter of if he can be asked to do so, and, you know, actually being able to complete the game. He hasn't actually completed the game before, but if he does, he might consider it, and I'll finally get some more screen time, yay!
Oh, fucking put a sock in it, Echo. You had plenty of screen time in The Sims 2 LP. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
Yeah, see you guys.
I'm not gone yet. Neither am I, Doing. Why are you guys still here?
Well, bro, I'm out. Just thought I'd drop in and say cool story, bro. I'll leave you with these two bros here. See ya.
What? Why are you guys here now? This is very coincidental, or is it? But it's quite fitting that we are the two to stand here before you today, Echo. Why is that? Well, it doesn't matter either way, really. I mean, it could not even be here. I mean, the fact that, the upcoming LPs after this one will actually be Muller Free and, Project Diva F for the PS3. I don't quite understand what you're talking about, guys. Well, you see, I'm going to play a major part in the Project Diva F LP, and Mr. Saturn is in Muller Free. So, therefore, we will be in the next LPs. I see. Well, that's nice and all, but when would those be anyway? Well, I don't really know. It's kind of like Blue Skull Dragon 87 will be going on a break from Let's Plays on this channel, and will go into recording whenever he feels like it, and once he feels that enough is recorded, he will make a trailer, and then sooner or later, uploads will begin for the 2 upcoming LPs. I see. Well, that's kind of interesting. So, how about Muller Free? Has he really had much thought put into that one yet? I don't know. No, doing. That sounded weird. Doing. I did Zoom. Okay, this is getting a little too weird even by my standards. So let's wrap this up. Okay, so you guys are gonna have your LPs eventually after the break, and we don't know how long that's going to be. Just like kind of build up some recording and in advance, and then eventually get back to uploading on this channel. Just kind of take a bit of a break, because it's kind of like it really takes a number on with the whole recording so much, you know. Even when it's not really much recording then recently, it does take its toll. I mean, we haven't really had much of a break from his channels, well, since it began really in 2011. It's kind of been uploads on a daily basis, except rare exceptions where there'd be like 2-3 days where there'd be no uploads. It's like rarely just, well, actually no real break really, is it? So quite a bit of a break. I don't know how long it'll be for, but yeah, those will be the 2 LPs after that. Hope you enjoyed this one, and that's all, folks. See ya. Zoom.